Here we go again, back on more Pro Cycling Manager Season 2016 and the 6th and final stage of Santos Under. It's a very short stage, only 83 kilometers long, so I'll show you the entire stage because it is pretty similar, probably not in a mass sprint. Of course, I just watched stage 5 in real life, just a couple of hours delayed. With support, of course. Spoilers if you hadn't seen it, won stage 5. Pretty similar to the way he won stage 2 actually. Breakaway about a kilometer to a kilometer and a half ago, and then he just went solo and won by almost exactly the same time amount as well. I think 10 to 20 seconds, I think it was last time as well. So yeah, he just doubled his lead and now he looks pretty secure to win his first Santos Under, which is pretty incredible since he's won, I think, over longer hill 4 or 5 times in a row. I think it's 4 times in a row now he's won over longer hill. So yeah, he's on a great streak, but he just hasn't had the luck the other years, or he's just been unaware on certain stages. I won't talk about it that much, but let's see if on stage 6 I believe that Kelly Buin is just going to take his 4th stage win, so it'll be a completely Australian victory podium in the Australian Tour. Seems pretty fitting. Hopefully in this video here we can do something different, because we haven't won a stage yet. We are only going to finish 3rd overall. Sagan is going to win it overall in here, which is pretty surprising. He probably wouldn't have won it overall in real life, but well, here he managed to make it over together with Chavez and Ulissi, and he, of course, in a sprint with Chavez and Ulissi, he was of course the strongest. So yeah, he's currently in the lead ahead of Chavez, and we have Ulissi down in 3rd place. I have Mercato up in top 10 as well, so we're looking pretty decent result overall, I would say. I'm not so dissatisfied, but let's hope that we can get a good result here. So let's go into the stage, and I'll show you what happens in this stage. Okay, so just immediately looking at it, the guy was probably splitting the breakaways with Vika Langen, but he's -4, so Murray was the second choice. Sprinters are looking good, Ben Swift. Kump, Lead Man, is not looking that great. Ulissi and Mercato, my 2 top 10 riders, actually looking pretty good, so it's not totally unrealistic that we put them in this desperate breakaway at some point, hoping to let them go to the end. But I'm actually trying to get 2 riders in the breakaway this time. So I think, Mercato's too far back, I think, so he probably won't be allowed. Let's see. I want Ulissi to attack at the end, and Ben Swift is kind of my backup option if it doesn't work out for the sprint. So that's not really a guy I want to put in the breakaway. I kind of wanted to put Ling and Mori, but they're both in horrible conditions. And they're sitting in the back as well, so they will take forever to get to the front. Okay, I'll do it anyway. It's a short stage anyway. So can we change the camera, please? Okay. So they'll move to the front of the race, and I'll try to attack with both of them here as soon as possible. There it is. I forgot to click the right camera. So that's at least Vika Langen here on the left here with his attack. For instance, the Sure Rider responding. Iking actually, I think he's 13th or 10th or something like that in real life right now. He's done really well in the Santos Under. So at least better than 88th here. Okay. So Morley is also attacking now. I was kind of leading the Pelton out a little bit there. Velits, Byström, Scully, 4 more people trying to counter attack here. I could also just I could just work with Mori and have Langen sitting on the back by himself, and then wait until Ulissi gets up with like 10-20 kilometers to go, and then use all his energy at that point, and then just use Mori here. Like something like this. Having just Mori pull up front now. A big gap, and then the Vika Langen can just sit as alone. I used to do this in the old games. This was an easy win strategy. Just have 2 guys in the breakaway, 1 pull the entire time to create a massive gap that the Pelton couldn't break. And then at the last 30-20 kilometers or so, you would switch over to the other rider, and the first one will of course fall off because he had used all his energy with 30 kilometers to go. I kind of wanted to use him a little bit longer than 10 kilometers, so not really going that fast yet. And it's Boagan working fast Peter Sagan, of course. There's not really a threat up there, is there? 650, 345 is the gear actually, not that far behind. They're already over 4 minutes ahead, so they'll probably start pulling them in pretty soon because they don't want him to get that big of a gap. Ulissi is sitting here. Probably should protect some riders. Makukumba is protecting Ulisi, and we'll set Makar to protect Ben Swift. Then Mighty's can do whatever he wants. He can probably get water bottles or something like that during this most of the stage here. So yeah, sprint here. The 4 riders back here are also really struggling to make it back up again. But now I'll let them back up. Mori can get some water just to have a little break. So that's 50 kilometers still. That's around the first 30 kilometers done now, and we haven't really got that big of a lead because, well, yeah, there's too many good teams with too many riders back here in the peloton, and all of them want this to be a mass sprint for the finish. So yeah, probably not going to be many changes here. Okay. I think I'll have to push this up a little bit more now. Sergio now has crashed. Tyler Farah, Blancard. 5-6 men crashed down in the peloton right now. Actually, it seems like there's a big name that's crashed because Chavez has crashed, I think. Chavez must have crashed somewhere. No, it's not Chavez who's crashed. It's Gerrans that's crashed to Caleb Ewan. Okay, Caleb Ewan has crashed. I'm kind of wanting to play the bad guy now and set Makukumb, Makato and Ben Swift up front here now. Okay, Manchester in the grass, sure, but I don't really care too much about Manchester in the grass. No, the two groups are still together, so it doesn't really matter too much anyway. There is a lot of side wind actually. So this is probably a good point to attack in the wind here. So let's see how these riders in the back of the peloton will react to us kind of splitting the peloton up now due to side wind. Tyler Farah, Peterson, Pantano. I mean, there is some riders up here in the top 20 standings here who will fall back. What about Mindius? He's person at the back of the group as well. Doesn't really care too much. Don't really care too much about him not being there. I kind of want to make this race as hard as possible right now with these 3 riders here. But Kump, Swift, and Mercato. They still have quite a bit of energy left as well. Durbit is there as well. I don't really care about the break anymore. I'll put Vikas Tagalingen back in the front group, back in the peloton again, so you can start, you know, pulling in the peloton for Ulisi. I mean, this is kind of a desperation attempt. You can see break apart here again. Chavez is still sitting. Where's Chavez sitting? I think he was right there. Yeah, he's still sitting there in red jersey just behind Ulisi. But now it's a 17-man group, which support is now desperate to make it up to the front group again. Kluge, Mühlberger, Kola, it's with support himself now, getting up there. So Makukumb is done. Ben Swift and Mercato still have quite a bit of energy left to work with. Now Vikas Tagalingen can finally start putting himself here. But the pot just made it. Kelderman, Kluge, Barcalands, McCarthy, Rohan Dennis, 85 riders still here, but I mean we've made this race pretty crazy, honestly, and it's the way we've ridden this so far. Okay, just have to stop them a little bit, spins with the Mercato, but they were kind of bringing away from their own riders here. A little bit gotten back together again, seems like now. Mori and Kump here. Auto now, they've pretty much done their work here for today. Sagan is sitting here. Ulisi just not a bit of Peter Sagan. 21 kilometers to go. I mean, it won't last to the end, but it's a bit sad. Maybe these two here can go down to 85 now instead. Mercato is done now. Impy is still here. Selig. Ben Swift, my sprinter, is actually doing an amazing job, honestly. So it's Lingen who's been in the breakaway all day long. But the guys in the breakaway out front must be loving this, because they should probably have a lot of energy left at this point, if I'm correct. 62 riders left here. More and more people falling off. I mean, there's probably some big names somewhere. Mike Woods, 14th overall, for example. 9th overall, Guerrero here is so tired. You can see a lot of these guys here have practically fallen off already. So I don't really know what I'm doing here with Ulysses. I mean, I think they're working for Niklas Arndt now. Ben Swift is done now as well, so that's pretty much all my ride is done. Only Ulysses has any energy left at all. And he's sitting on the wheel of Caleb Ewan, Peter Sagan is sitting here, John Thomas. And there's only one rider, Isagia, of course, from the breakaway left up front. Only 42 guys in the breakaway itself left. You see the pulse has gone down a little bit now. We actually have, how many riders do we have left? We have Lingen, Mercato and Ben Swift still in the front group. And of course they are the ones using the most energy at themselves at the moment. Some endurance now. I think we'll start the lead out here for Caleb Ewan, wherever Caleb Ewan is. Okay, I don't know what to do here, honestly. I'm going to attack. Oh, come on. Why did I have to get blocked off by Ben Swift and Ventoso here? It was looking so good if I didn't get blocked in there, I think. I think Caleb Ewan is still going to win. Peter Sagan himself will have to... yeah, okay, Peter Sagan just takes control over himself. Caleb Ewan on the wheel of Peter Sagan. So Sagan, Ewan... I'll get top 3 again, honestly, in a sprint like this. The side win actually proved to be very valuable for the sprint here. This is not the finish line, by the way, this is the finish line over here. So third again, I couldn't sprint. And in fourth, Bonifacio, Chavez. Maybe I got second actually, because Chavez didn't get bonus second. So maybe I don't know if I got second, because I only got 4 bonus seconds, so I don't think I got second place. But there was a time gap there. I'm being too optimistic now. I'm still finishing third, both in the States and of course here in the overall scheme in the GC standings. But Mercato, Swift, and they started Lingen ultimate in the front group here. So Mercato holds on to his top 10 finish as well. So all in all, I think this was a successful stage, even though we didn't win. We really broke up the peloton, 40-man peloton now, and you can see. I wouldn't be surprised actually if maybe. Mine is probably dropped a lot of places here, but maybe Mercato actually jumped a few places. I don't know if there was any other riders in the top 10 who dropped out in the overall standing. So let's look at the GC now at the end of Santos 200 under, at least in my virtual version here. So yeah, no time gaps here, which means that Chavez will still be second, only 2 seconds behind in third. Mercato jumped up to 7th place because I think... Now we can't see who dropped down. That's a bit annoying. Rich Porter 9th, Brambilla 8th place, and then we have mine just down after now. We start Lingen, Mori, Ben Swift, or Marco Kump. Honestly, good result overall. Sergio Henao, who crashed early on, of course with Drusa, probably one of the guys we overtook in the standings. Honestly, not a bad job overall. Sprint jersey we finished 3rd, Mount jersey we finished 2nd, 3rd and 4th, 25 we finished 10th, and team twice finished 2nd. So we didn't win a single thing during the entire race.